Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the week of April 18th or 19th. I'm not exactly sure. I told myself that I was going to check what date it was before I started the video. I never did, but it's like the 18th or the 19th. We'll figure it out. But Leo, we're going to do like a free flow reading here this week. We're just going to see whatever wants to come up for you. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time, Leo. But Leo, let's see here. Definitely this is a really good reading. You have the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Swords here as well. You do have the Tower, but it's been a weird week. Again, pretty much every single sign I've done I've done a majority of the reading so far this week, and a lot of the signs have had like the Tower, Ten of Swords, for example, things like that. So it doesn't really surprise me. But you have the Treasure Island card here. Really good card, kicking it off here in the beginning of your reading. The Treasure Island card says, if you can dream it, you can have it. So it is like an as above, so below card. It is a card of like manifesting and creating your own reality. So I would be using your powers of manifestation here to kind of create what you want or to manifest your desires this week. And I feel like that's the most important part of this card for you, is to use your powers of manifestation. I also feel there's like some sort of new beginning coming in for you. It's actually, again, you have the Tower here, but right after the Tower, you have the Ten of Cups. And, that's like fortune after difficulty. That's good things coming in after a difficult period of time. In this first row here, you have the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Swords here. For some of you, I do feel this is like a truth that is being revealed. A lot of truths being revealed. We're getting closer and closer to a Mercury retrograde. Sometimes I feel that before we have these retrogrades, certain truths come out, probably so that we can work on whatever it is that we need to work on during the retrograde. The point of retrograde is to like revisit things and work on things. So, it kind of makes sense to me that there could be a truth coming out before the retrograde, because it's like kind of like the universe saying like, hey, this is something that you need to work on, or this is something you need to create in your life, whatever you want to call it. So I get that kind of energy for you here, Leo, in this first row, that if a truth is coming out, especially in a love situation, then, I feel this is kind of just something that you're going to be working on during the retrograde. But for others, this is a major victory coming in for you here. I do feel there's a need to kind of not be too logical as well with the Ace of Swords. I feel you have the King of Swords here, like I said right here, and this is like a very logical energy. But whatever it is that you desire, I feel isn't logical. It's like maybe you're like, I want to grow up and create my own zoo, right? Doesn't sound very logical. Doesn't sound like most people can't create their own zoo, right? It would be a very difficult thing to do, I'm sure. But whatever it is that you desire, I feel like you need to kind of hold it as the object of your attention. She is very focused on that cup that she has in her hand there, Leo. And I always say that the cup on the Queen of Cups, it kind of looks like a trophy. It looks like something that she's really kind of like lusting after. I don't think that's not really the right word for the Queen of Cups, but I do get that sense for you that you're very laser focused. The Ace of Swords is my card of laser focus. The Ace of Swords is my card of being really kind of driven and focusing on something that you want to manifest. But definitely kind of like a victory coming in for you this week. Like I said, this row is a little tricky. You go Ace of Swords, Knight of Swords to the Five of Swords here. I do feel this is asking you to take your time. I do feel it's asking you to not rush as well. For others, I do feel like a message coming in for you in love. So if you're looking for love, this is someone who is delivering a message to you, who is desiring you in love here, Leo. I just wouldn't rush with that Knight of Swords energy here. I feel this is something that would be better. It looks good because we go King of Swords and Knight of Swords to the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups, again, is happy home, happy family. So if you're attracting someone in love, it does look like something that could be a very solid relationship for you. I would just make sure that you don't like rush the situation here with this energy. Next, in the next row, you have the Wombat Spirit. It says be at home. It might be a good time for you to stay home. Obviously, you have the Tower. Whenever I get weeks like this where the Tower shows up for like every single sign, or the Ten of Swords comes up. I do worry a little bit about, things that could happen in the world, basically. So I would just, stay home if you can. I would, make sure to not put yourself in any unnecessary risk. Again, I truly believe we create our own reality, so I don't like putting messages out there where people are going to, manifest something like a car accident or something like that. But, I just think that, so again, don't take this too negatively, Leo, is what I'm trying to say. I would just keep your wits about you here with this energy. You have the Tower, the Knight of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles here. Something had to be sacrificed here, Leo. I know exactly what this reading is. This is a very good reading. It just popped into my head. I just got it just now. You are being rewarded for something that was like a tower moment, some sort of tower moment that happened for you here, Leo. I still would be very careful this week. No rushing around with the Knight of Swords. The Tower plus the Knight of Swords is like rushing to work, speeding to work, getting a ticket, King of Swords, right? So again, just, I feel like this is saying you can easily avoid a tower moment. I always say that the reason we're watching tarot in the first place is for advice, It's like sometimes people say that my readings are too positive, but I'm like, no, that's not, tarot isn't positive or negative. It is meant to be advice. It is meant to be used as guidance, right? So it's like, what would the point of the Tower, some people say I'm too positive or whatever, and I'm like, okay, what would the point of the Tower coming up for the next week, because I do my videos for the next week, and me telling you you're going to have a Tower moment, suck it up and deal with it, right? What would the point of that be? There would be no point. So this is something that can be avoided, okay, is the point. And what I feel like it's saying is that to avoid rushing things with the Knight of Swords in love and business, avoid rushing to work, avoid speeding, avoid getting into accidents, things like that, just by, kind of slowing things down this week, paying attention. Not a big deal, right? But for others, you are being rewarded for a sacrifice. The Ace of Swords has a palm frond on one side there, and it has an olive branch on the other side. The olive branch can represent kind of like an offer of peace, but it can also just represent abundance. The palm frond represents a sacrifice. So for some of you, it's like you cut something out of your life here, and this could be have led to a tower moment. The Tower, there's one guy, he's diving head first. The guy in the red here, Leo, he's diving head first out of the tower. The other person's being pushed back, right, and freaking out, screaming all the way down from the tower. But it's like, I feel you are the one that chose to let go of something here. The Knight of Swords in this row is you saying, like, did I make a decision too quickly? Did I make the wrong decision? And your answer is no, Queen of Pentacles. The decision that you made, if you have recently chosen to sacrifice something or let go of something, is going to protect. I'm getting more protection. This decision could be protecting some resources, like financial resources or energetic resources. It could also be kind of like you kind of protecting your finances or something else here. So a decision you made, I think it was in your best interest, even if you had a tower moment. It's like you chose to step away from something. In your last row here, you have the forgiveness card. So I do feel like you need to forgive yourself, number one, and not be too hard on yourself. I am getting something about guilt here, Leo. So I do feel like there is a need for you to let go of any guilty feelings or any worries and concerns with this card here. I also feel if you had a tower moment because of a person, that this could be you forgiving the situation. You have the Ten of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords here. I feel you're a little bit cautious at this time, and you're a little bit I would avoid this energy right here. Five of Swords is kind of a card of trying to win at all cost, right? And that I get kind of two energies mixed together. For you here, Leo, I feel that the two energies I'm getting here are, number one, don't give up. On some Five of Swords decks, in some tarot decks, the Five of Swords will have a white flag in the background. The white flag kind of represents giving in or giving up. So I get that energy for you here, Leo. I do feel it's saying don't give up on something that you want to manifest at this time. I also feel it's saying like there isn't a need to be like overly cautious either with people. It's like if if you went through a breakup in the past and you're looking towards new love, it's okay to, of course you're going to want to have your boundaries, but I feel it's okay for you to open up to someone new. I feel like it's okay for you to, communicate with a person or be with people with that Ten of Cups. But I really feel that Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty. It's kind of weird because for a lot of you, I feel this is more like work related. And even though you only have the Knight and the Queen of Pentacles here, Leo, I get this sense that this is more kind of like a work related type situation that you're dealing with. And that Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty. Like major improvements in work could be really increasing your abundance. In love, I would say this is a new person that's coming in for you. Knight of Pentacles, probably an earth sign that's coming in for you here, Leo. But Leo, let's clarify this. Thank you for being here, Leo. Really appreciate it, by the way. Make sure to drop a like on this video. Really appreciate all the likes and all the support. But Leo, you have the King of Wands, you showing up in a very strong position there, Leo. You are protected from risk at this time. I always say the King of Wands, he has these salamanders all over his cloak if it's going to focus on the card. And those salamanders, in mythology, salamanders were protected from being burnt by fire. And it kind of represents the ability to take a risk here, Leo. So if you're thinking about creating a tower moment, then I would go for it. A lot of people ask, like, why would I want to create a tower moment? I'm like, well, the point of the tower is that the top of the tower is weak. The top of the tower is crumbling. It's something that needs to fall away. So, I mean, there are a lot of good reasons to create a tower moment so that you can rebuild. The foundation stays with the tower. The point of the tower is that the top falls away, but it still maintains the foundation. So there are a lot of reasons why you would want to do that and why you would want to take that risk. You have the tower. Again, boom. There you go. Like I said, there are a lot of reasons why you would want to take the tower. Also, like I said, not paying attention, being distracted could cause a tower moment. I really feel that for you this week, Leo. Again, I don't like delivering those warning type messages, but it is something you need to hear. So I would just keep your wits about you. Again, you're going to be fine, right? Because you're watching this video and you're going to pay attention and you're going to slow things down. Again, if you're late to work, just call your boss and tell him, hey, I'm going to be late and I'm not speeding to work, right? Or if you're late getting somewhere, really, this is one of those weeks where I would say to you, it's better to be late than it is to get a ticket, or it's better to be late than it would be to get into an accident or something like that. But this could be any decision. I feel like you need to kind of like slow things down this week. Other than that, it's a really good reading. Yeah, you have a Fool, definitely a new beginning coming in for you here. You're ready to start something new, but let's see what that is, Leo. You have the King of Cups, new love coming in for you. You have divine counterparts now, so if you're looking for love, could be a person coming in for love for you here. I am getting Scorpio, actually. I mean, you have all the water signs here, but Scorpio is kind of jumping out at me. If you're looking for a person in love, I do feel it could be a Scorpio, and someone very loving, kind, caring, nurturing. For some of you, you're attracting someone who has a family already, or you already have a family. I'm getting something about like a mixed family, so it could be like you have a family, they have a family, and you're like meeting someone where you kind of mix a family together, or just dealing with someone who has children. You have the Lovers, definitely new love rushing in here. It could be a Gemini as well, definitely. You have all this earth and air, but it could be an air sign, could be an earth sign. It really could be any sign. This is just a general reading here, Leo. But there's definitely love coming in for you here. And the Ten of Pentacles, damn, Leo. I would say if there's new love coming in for you, this person is going to want something permanent. The Ten of Pentacles is like building or leaving a legacy. All your readings recently have really been focused on kind of like building a legacy in your life, or kind of creating a legacy. And that makes a lot of sense to me. Even for those of you who are not interested in love, or even if you are interested in love, I would just say for all of you, I feel like all of you are kind of interested in, building long-term security in your life, long-term wealth. And you're probably doing this through kind of creating something here. That tower is just you. The tower, if you're building or creating a legacy, it's kind of like, I'm getting more of like a going back to the drawing board energy. I keep getting the word reassessment popping into my head as well. Let's say you've had a business or a job for many years, Leo. It's like you're going back to the drawing board with that tower, and maybe you're sacrificing something, you're letting something go, or you're trying something new here. but it's kind of like you realize, like, the way things are going right now, it's probably good, I would say, with the tower, but you know that it's not exactly the crown that you want. Those are the words that are popping into my head. So the crown is falling off the top of the tower. It's like you want a different crown, or you want to be wearing a different crown, maybe one that represents something differently. So I feel that for some of you, especially if you've been working on a business for years, you could just be doing some restructuring, some reorganizing, or it's kind of like you're realigning yourself with your goals. I would say this is true for all of you. And again, you don't have to have a business to do this. You could be realigning your goals because of your health or in some other area of your life. But I like this energy for you for sure. Leo, let's see where it's going. You have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, I'm getting the words that are popping into my head with the Nine of Swords are not seeing immediate results. So I would just, be patient for sure. If you're working on something new in work or business, I feel like you need to realize that, like, results aren't going to happen like right away immediately in your life. So it's just going to take a little bit of time. I feel that's kind of asking you to be more patient as far as results are concerned. Yeah, you have the Nine of Wands, experimentation. You always get the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands says there are a million ways to do something that you want to do in your life. The Nine of Wands really wants you to experiment. The Nine of Wands is my card of, like, throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. It's kind of like a card of trying multiple ways to accomplish something, and it's you finding the best way. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is a card of efficiency. So it's like you're kind of in work or business, you're becoming more efficient. You're finding better ways of doing things. This is going to make you more successful, Leo. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. What do you know? Quality. Creating quality work, teamwork, finding success as well with the Three of Pentacles. So that Three of Pentacles is like a card of quality, and it's a card of creating quality work. For those of you looking for love, that's just a person who wants to work on a team with you. It's a person who wants to build a quality relationship with you as well. So definitely love coming in for you. Definitely love. There's communication coming in for you in love. This could be quite surprising, is what I would say to you. You have the Ace of Swords, King of Wands with the Tower, to the Lovers, to the Three of Pentacles. So some of you could be kind of, it's like you're being surprised by love if you're looking for love. But this is a pretty good reading, Leo. I like this a lot, actually. I like the direction it's going in. Even though you have the Tower twice, again, I already told you about the warning. But on top of that, what I would say here is that you're kind of like reorganizing. I see that it's like you're choosing to have that Tower moment. And I don't think it's something, again, I already gave you the warning of what to avoid. But, outside of that, I feel like you're choosing it. So that's that. So thank you for being here, Leo. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. Also, feel free to like and subscribe. Really appreciate the support. But thank you, Leo, and definitely enjoy your week.